So here's the thing, right? Back in the day, we used to have something called pride, right? Black pride. Uh, the Hispanic people that got brown pride. Uh, White people got white pride. Even gay people got gay pride, right? Where is our pride? Where's our sense of pride?
What do you mean when you say
Like,
a sense of pride? Because just because somebody don't talk to you don't mean
no.
they don't have pride. They could have just had a bad day.
Well, at the end of the day, back in the day, when they seen each other, when they would see each other back in the day, it wasn't nothing like that, right? They would be like, they would talk to each other. Black people would talk to each other and be like, hey man, what's up, soul brother? Right?
Yeah.
So that's how they do it.
Let's bring it back because
We can't. Like, you
yes,
gotta.
we can.
I mean, we can try.
No, people can. If people put forth the effort to speak when somebody else speaks to you, like that's just proper etiquette, right? So whatever is on your mind, whatever, you know, if you having a bad day, just be like, speak back.
You
right?
know, you're asking a lot of people.
No, I'm not.
You are.
Man, I mean, you know, I guess it all just depends on where people are from too, because a lot of times, if somebody's from a bad neighborhood, when somebody says "What's up," it could mean something completely different from somebody else that's like, "Well, what's up?" Right?
Right. So you might be speaking, but they're gonna take it as comment.
Like a hello.
Right.
That,
But
what does
today,
the "What's up" mean?
I don't know. That means hello. That's all it means. What's up? How you doing, bro?
Right.
But in today's time, they're like, "What's up? What's up? What's up with you? What you want to do?"
Yeah.
Right. So you gotta be careful how you speak to people. What's going on these days? Because it don't make sense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, you must speak, but let's try it because all these cats is looking for is a body.
My thing is, if somebody say hello to you, just say hello back. Like, don't look at them as if they didn't speak. Cause when do we start doing that? Where are we getting that from? What generation is that coming from? Like, stop doing that. If somebody say hello, just speak back.
Hell, I had.
You can change the world with a hello.
I mean, I think I told the story before. My nephew, he was going to the store. And, you know, we taught that it's rude to let a door fall on somebody's face, right? So he opens the door for another man, young black man, same like him. This dude went ham on my nephew. He was like, "Motherfucker, don't ever hold no door for me." Da da da.
Really?
And nephew was just like, "Damn, bro." I mean,
some deep rooted trauma right there. Something happened.
Exactly. Like, how can you call yourself a black man and you react like that to another black man that's just being respectful?
What would you say? What you just said though? How could you call yourself a black man? A black man is a black man, right?
Yeah, but how can you call yourself a man if you just reacting like a temper tantrum throwing child?
Something probably happened to him, you know.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But I mean,
trauma.
I know cats out of the penitentiary don't even act like that.
Yeah.
You know, they upright, they stand up like men, you know?
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, it's just a bunch of bull out here. So, that's why I'm asking that question. You know? But it's hard because back in the day, when somebody would see another brother, they go, "Hey, soul brother." I never sound corny, but that's how they greet each other. "Soul brother, what's going on?" Soul brother, be happy to see each other.
Yeah.
And they move on.
I mean, that's how people greet each other in the country too.
Even in Africa, they still hug each other before they go to work.
Yeah.
And when they come home.
You can be the change that you want. Right? If people just put forth the effort. I know you're like, dang, we can't change, but it's like, I feel like we could. You know, if we just put forth the effort, first we have to realize that there's an issue, right? And then after that, let's resolve it.
That's the start, right? You gotta have a start.
Yeah.
But at some point, people gotta get on board with this. If they're not getting on board, then we're self-destructing. That's all we're doing.
I don't know. I overheard a lady on the phone. I was sitting at the nail shop, and she was just talking about how somebody didn't like her. You know, she was like, she don't like me for no reason. Mind you, I'm just, you know, I'm not even facing a lady yet. But when I walked in, I was like, "Hey, hello, how y'all doing?" And nobody said nothing except the workers. They was like, "Hi." The lady didn't say nothing. She just turned her head. I was like, "Okay." And then I hear her in the back, "Such and such don't like me for no reason," you know. And then I was like, maybe she just didn't hear me. I was like, maybe she just didn't hear me. So I walked over there. I was like, hey, how you doing today? What color is it? That's cute. You look nice. She said, I said, oh. So at this moment, I'm realizing, okay, there's a problem. There is a problem here. I know she heard me. She looked right at me. Then she looked away. I was like, okay. All right. And, and then I overheard her basically saying, that somebody didn't like her for no reason. And it was somebody she was talking about that she knew. Mind you, I'm sitting in my chair getting my nails done, thinking to myself, definitely being nosy. I'm like, your demeanor is funky. That's why.
You ought to tell her her demeanor was sucky, huh?
Your demeanor is funky. So I mean, a simple hello. Because I didn't do nothing.
And see, that's my thing. Every day when I walk in to the office at work, right?
Yeah.
I speak to everybody. And I don't have to, but it's, hey, it's just how everybody's going to remember me. Like, that way if I do snap on somebody, then they know that it's not my fault because I'm kind to everyone. Like, I try to make a habit of being kind. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I'm just a father. Yeah, I'm a bitch, you're kind guy. But I'm a father, husband, brother, son, all that. So I respect everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm going to select who I respect. I respect everybody.
I feel like you just grew up in a really good home. Like, just around, women who demanded you speak when you walk around.
I grew up in a broken home.
Demanded that you had full-blown conversations with them. So, what'd you say?
I grew up in a broken home.
Why would you say that?
Because I did. My daddy wasn't there. He was in and out time to time. But my mom, she was everything I had. She taught me everything I needed to know. My aunties, my mama, everybody. My sister, which was a bully. You were a bully, sis. But, hey, I love them. Love them all.
My sister-in-law is not a bully.
Oh, please.
And
also, score brownie points.
And also, when I met you, you were surrounded by women. Like, a lot of really strong women. So I feel like there's like absolutely no way that you wouldn't be respectful. I'm sure they instilled that in you.
Right. Hey, real quick, everybody, check it out. This is the F What You Thought podcast. Thank you for watching. I'm LG. This is my co-host Phoenix, and tonight we're talking about pride. Can we bring it back? What do we have to do to bring it back? What do you feel is the necessary steps to invoke the self-pride movement? Right. I wouldn't call it Black pride because everybody has some sense of pride, right? So let's call it self-pride. We, as a people, we don't really have any self-pride sometimes. That's not true for all of us. But like our younger generation, they're getting lost. You can't even say hi to somebody without them thinking you're trying to talk to them. If you're just walking and, hey, how you doing? Girl, you trying to talk to me. I'm my wife right here. How would I try to talk to you? So it's to a point where we got to cut it out. We have to be mindful of what we're doing and who we're saying it to, who we're saying things about, and who we're saying it to, right? I walked into a party last night. Me and my wife went to a party last night.
And story?
Yeah, I'm telling a story.
Oh.
One of the ladies from work had rubbed me wrong, and we had some words on the phone, whatever, at work. I walk in, I ain't even thought about it since it happened. She and her feelings over there telling her sister, watch out, I just want y'all to be ready for anything to pop up. First of all, lady,
she said that?
I mean, I'm assuming that's how it went. My coworker said that she told her sister, and she's like, I just want to make sure that we ready if something pop up, right? Mm-hmm. So my thing is, why would anything pop up? I ain't thought about you. I ain't gave you a second thought. But here's my thing, ladies. I don't know how to say this without sounding disrespectful or like a male chauvinist pig. But ladies, you are a lady. Stop putting yourself in men's shoes. When I say that, I mean, if you're a lady, you got a problem with a man, say your problem, but don't jump up in his face like you're going to whoop his ass. You're like, a lot of women are doing this. They're jumping up in a man's face like they're going to whoop his ass. Then when things don't go the way she thought it was gonna go, she lay on the ground holding her eye or holding her jaw, whatever it is that she's holding. Yeah, I mean, because every man ain't gonna sit there and let you do that. Some men gonna slap the shit out you, right? So when you laying there holding your face, remember that I said this. Stop getting in these men's faces like you can whoop them. You're not tough. You don't have a dick. You don't have the testosterone yet. You know what I'm saying? Some men may be able to turn the other cheek once, but if you keep coming at them, they're going to go and hit you hard. Period.
So y'all don't follow the rule of, you know what I mean? Like, that's a girl, keep your hands to yourself, don't hit girls.
Do you follow the rule of, that's a man, don't put your hands on no man, keep your hands to yourself?
I mean, I do.
Okay, but do they? That's the question. If they don't,
okay.
If you swing on a man, most men, a real man's going to walk away. But if you go to put yourself in that predicament where you won't let him walk away, you still, and you swing on him, what you think's supposed to happen?
That block action.
There ain't no block action. If it connect, dude's gonna forget you a woman, right? And then you holler DV, right? Domestic violence.
I mean,
come on, man. Y'all do this and y'all do this and y'all getting brothers locked up. Now I ain't talking about Leroy that just beat up women for no reason.
Leroy?
Random name. I ain't talking about Leroy that just whooping women asses for no reason. Oh, I almost went. I had a question about women. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. I was gonna let it go.
I wasn't gonna let it go because I caught it, right? I caught it. But I'm talking about the man who has a wife, kids, job, everything, right? He ain't studying. But there you are holding a grudge when this man forgot about it. It's not. There's nothing you can do. Let it go. Go live your life. Don't let that man or that woman affect your day when they walk in.
Right. I understand that. I mean, you can't allow other people to affect you emotionally anyway. As an adult, we should be way past that. Oh, such hurt my feelings. I'm still mad. It's 5, 6,
That's
7
a work
months
incident.
later.
I let that shit at work, man.
I'm just saying, you should be able to like have a conversation, squash it, and keep it moving.
Yeah, but that goes back to pride.
People
have pride. You can't. Your pride is what gets you locked up.
I mean, if you got a problem, speak your piece, resolve it, and keep it pushing.
Right.
You holding on to something that ain't gonna do nothing but kill you slowly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What they say about like holding grudges or whatever.
It'll eat you up.
It's like cancer.
It'll eat you up. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Work situations might be that serious.
Hey man, it's work. I don't give you a second thought. Once I walk away, I don't even give you a second thought.
You go to work, y'all are getting a check, and you keep it pushing. You gonna let somebody affect your check?
I guess they are.
Household?
Hey, cause I laugh at you. I'm looking at you like you crazy. Like, are you serious? Are we beefing? I didn't know we beefing. Like that's dangerous when you don't know you beefing with somebody else.
Yeah, because they can walk up on you at any time.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Well, that's the whole thing about even having, being rude to somebody at work too. You know
that's
what
the
I mean?
thing about being rude to anybody, because people be in their emotion. We dealing with a bunch of emotional ass people out here in these streets, man. People are very emotional, and that's sad on how emotional people are. You know.
Well, people are human, Larry. So. It's just, my thing is not that they're emotional.
They're emotional, man. Look.
Immature.
That's good.
They're emotionally immature. I don't want to taste that back.
That's good as hell. Okay. Anyway, sorry, y'all. But, yeah, people are very, very emotional, you know? You say something to somebody, they want to shoot.
Emotionally immature.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't want to shoot somebody because they said something that hurt your feelings. For some reason, they giving these cats guns, man. That's ridiculous. Cats with guns, they need to learn how to play it safe, right? Be safe.
What you mean?
Like, you ain't gotta shoot nobody because you got a gun. Everybody got guns. So then what happens when you pull a gun on somebody that's ready for you to pull that gun?
But people say when you get a gun, if you get a gun, like it gives you a sense of,
That's why you gotta have that power before you get a gun. That way the gun is nothing but an extension that if you need it, right? A mighty man is not a scary man. A scary man is a man that will try to shoot you before they even resolve any issue.
People aren't fighting anymore, though.
People are scary. I mean, back in the day growing up, man, when you fought, win, lose, or draw. Nobody got shot. It was just like, we're going to come back. We're going to do this again tomorrow until I get you.
You can't really say that because you got shot. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that was at the time things were changing, right?
I mean,
that was a coward that shot me.
Can we talk about that though? Can we talk about?
I don't want to discuss that.
Well, you already said it.
We shouldn't be discussing that.
I feel like we should talk about it. So did this person? Apparently, they were holding grudges, right?
Apparently.
Okay, and.
Sucker move.
Did they try to come to you and have a conversation with how they were feeling about you prior to shooting you?
Nah. They was kissing my ass, basically.
Okay, so they were just being your friend.
Yeah.
But do you think they were being your friend for like the setup?
I don't think so.
They were just genuinely being your friend.
You know, that jealousy is a thing. It'll grow inside you. You might start off not being jealous of somebody, but as time go on, if you haven't addressed the root of the problem, then it grows in you. That's what they mean about cancer, right?
Yeah.
It grows inside of you and grows to where you're like, damn.
So you're saying jealousy
I don't
is
like
like
that
a
nigga.
cancer?
Yeah, jealousy is a cancer. Hatred is a cancer. These are cancers in the human race, in the human beings. Like, don't matter who you are, where you come from.
Yeah.
These things exist.
Yeah.
Like, conversations with people are really something too, especially since this election situation. I'm just rolling through. I'm recapping through the days. You know, had a conversation. People want to influence how you move, how you vote, right? People will influence how you vote. Well, you be like, yeah, man, I don't really like. Well, you gotta vote Democrat. You gotta vote, or you gotta vote Republican. It don't matter, man. I'm me. It don't matter. My vote is one of millions, right? So whoever I vote for, it's nobody's business. But
definitely your
prerogative. You can't force me to vote who you want me to vote for.
Give it to him, Bobby Brown.
Yeah, it's my prerogative. Mine. It's mine.
No.
It's my. Okay.
No. Anyway.
Time to give it to him.
So I get what you're saying. We've had that situation.
You know who you can talk politics with and who you can't talk politics with.
Man.
Simple.
Nobody outside of your household.
No. You just gotta keep it in the house because you lose friends behind this election, man.
I mean, remember how I said that politics is just another thing that comes around and
divides us.
It divides us. It divides us. I mean, it's just another tool of division, and it can cause really, really big issues. You can get into fights with your neighbors because they done stuck a sign in their yard, and you gotta pass by it every day. Take that sign down. You know what I mean?
Kicking the sign down. Get this damn sign down.
Man, it just
that's called being emotional.
It's funny because I think only two people in our neighborhood put their signs just. You know, put it up a little bit. Then they went on in the house. I hadn't seen them anymore since they put the sign.
They scared out of that. Nah, man. Like it was. I mean, the outcome was the outcome. You just gotta accept it, right?
Hey, I'm okay with it.
I'm good with it. I mean,
you already said this.
You already know my standpoint. I mean, but certain people that you speak with, they just really, really want to influence everything you say. And I would be less of a man if I didn't stand on what I believed in. You know, what I believe in is what I believe in.
Yo, I can't stand nobody telling me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. Don't suggest shit unless I ask you. That is my characteristic, my personality trait. I am a Taurus. I'm very bullheaded. I know this now. You know, where I'm at now, I understand this.
You are very bullheaded.
When I was younger, no, I knew it then.
Yeah, you did?
Fresh out the womb, you hear me? I
know that your mama, so I know.
I'm just saying I don't like people telling me what to do. I do not like people suggesting anything.
But listen, man, that's like let's say I'm a Muslim and you're a Baptist, right?
Okay.
And I say, well, what religion are you? And you're like, I'm a Baptist. Oh, sister, down you done done. You need to be a Muslim because this is why you should be a Muslim.
That's a whole nother thing. Like religion is another thing that separates us as well. Like
it's all about division and keeping us in check, man.
God. So, you know, I did ask that question when I was younger. Like that was a question that I asked. I mean, I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. I said, okay, we got one guy, right? Everybody was like, yeah. Okay, so why do we have so many? If we have one guy, what's Christian, Baptist, Lutheran, Presbyterian, Kojic. What is this, Catholic? Why do we have so many different churches if there's just one God?
Why the camera zooming in on me like that? I don't know.
Because you was moving. The way you was moving.
But no, like, hey, oh, by the way, this is an interactive podcast, guys.
Yeah.
If you want to ask questions, feel free to text a message, whatever you want to do. Because we here to answer, we will respond back.
I say if there is one God. There is one God.
There's only one God. I remember they used to have many gods back in the day. Then Jesus Christ came down and corrected the situation. But actually, God is Allah. God is Yahweh. God is many different names. He is Joshua. He's Jehovah Jireh.
But my thing is still, why are there so many different churches?
Because everybody want to be right. Everybody want to be.
I was so confused. I was like, well, what's the difference between a Lutheran?
Just go non-denominational. That's the best church they got around because it's everything. They all serve the same God.
I just get so confused, and then I'm confused myself. So when my kids ask me,
you got
one God, right? Why are there so many different churches? How come there's just not one church?
Because everybody want to be right.
I mean, I understand it now, though. I feel like people they take the Bible and then they,
they dissect it.
And then they just
take what benefits them.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's no different than what Jim Jones did. No difference than what David Koresh did.
Yeah.
No difference than what the pastors and the churches do.
Yeah. Not all.
All these cult followers. No, not all. But I'm saying these cult-like cultures is what drives people away from the churches.
Okay, so when y'all say cults, here's two ways that I look at it, right? I see cults as in there's one older dude who just basically is...
Give you the Kool-Aid.
Not even that. Just basically is looking for weak people who they feel like don't have any family or single mothers, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then they take them in and they pretty much have them working. They take their check. They take their, they pretty much take all the money that they have coming in.
And that's not just religion, by the way, guys. So don't think we're talking about religion, right? We're talking about, when you say cult is a broad dynamic. It's a very broad spectrum.
So I'm just saying, you got that, right? You got that part of it, right? And then most of the time, the men end up sleeping with all the younger kids. Like all the younger girls. Every single one of them. Getting them pregnant, and it's a whole situation, right? Okay, but then what if there is a place where, families would say, hey, I want to start a division here, and then they have all these other houses. They all garden. They all put their monies together. They all...
That's not a cult. That's a living community. No, absolutely not. Because everybody, they're doing their own thing. They're working together. That's like a shared property.
It's a cult if there's one...
When you follow somebody blind, it ain't got to be an older man, because David Koresh was not an old man.
But he was a pedophile, too.
He was a pedophile, true enough. But see, it's when you let one mind think for all the minds involved. That's the cult-like mentality. If I tell you, okay, well, the government, not saying this is what I'm going to say, but the government is bad. We got to overthrow the government, right? That's an inflammatory statement. If I say that to my people and their followers, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to try to go formulate a plan to do something that they shouldn't be doing.
Oh, okay.
So those are cults. Like white supremacy, right? The KKK. That's a cult follower.
Okay.
They got the one thing in common. One man's telling them to hate everybody that's not white, right? So they follow. Oh yeah, we hate the Jews, we hate the blacks, we hate the Mexicans, we hate everybody.
What about the politicians that go into the churches when they know that the pastor is going to be the one person who has the influence on the congregation, and they go and they say, "Hey man, I'm just trying to see if I can visit your church," you know what I mean? And then they try to convince that person to vote for that candidate.
I mean, that's cult like that's starting a cult, because if your preacher or your pastor gets involved in politics, which they're never supposed to. Right? Okay. Yes, church and state are supposed to stay separate. You're never supposed to involve the church in the politics.
Yeah.
But yet we do it every election. And you know, these presidential candidates would never visit your church any other time. But when they trying to get votes, oh, they up there kissing babies. They doing everything.
Not kissing the
Talking
babies.
to Sister So-and-so about her problem, like he gonna help her. As soon as he leave, he gonna forget about you. She or he or whoever.
Yeah.
They out here getting Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B to politic for. Come on, man. Is that what you want to set an example for your young girls?
Man.
That Megan Thee Stallion is the way that you want to be, or Cardi B is how you want to be? Hell, they ain't even like that in real life.
They're just selling.
They're nothing like
selling
that.
A dream.
That's
right?
it. Yeah.
They're selling a product. And
Cardi B is goofy as hell. She's funny. She is hella funny. She's not even like that shit that you see her doing. It's a persona, but the young girls don't know that. They see Megan the Good over there talking, look, sticking her tongue out. That's all they're trying to do. I'm not gonna do that. That's not my thing.
You say
I said, I ain't gonna stick my tongue out. Don't worry. You ignorant. Anyway, but like I'm saying, this is what they looking up to.
Yeah.
Young boys, man, they out here seeing cats like, what's that guy, Young Boy? Is that his name, Young Boy? With 20 baby mamas. And that's what they doing. They making a bunch of kids and they taking care of none of them. But the difference between them and Young Boy, I was gonna say Young Boy can afford to take care of his kids, but a lot of these cats out here making babies with these women and ain't taking care of them. They leave them for the next man.
I mean, but they are supposed to be fruitful and multiply.
But that's where you're wrong, because if you're gonna be fruitful and multiply, have the means to provide for your family.
Yeah, sure.
That's what it's all about. That's where things go wrong at. But again, we blame the government because back in the day,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
back in the day, when these soldiers were going to war overseas or whatever, and coming home, the systemic system has set the women up to feel like they didn't need the men in the house. That's where welfare started, right? They started the welfare. Oh, we got you.
Yeah.
But we're going to give you everything you need.
Yeah.
This is started by the Democratic Party, by the way, just so y'all know. And that's why everybody's looking at them like they're the saviors. But as soon as the Republicans threaten to cut off welfare, everybody like, they don't like black people. No, get your ass up and get a job, man. Like, get a fucking job. Like, for real, man. Everybody got to work. Don't go work a part-time job just to say I'm working, and then you living off the funds that are provided to you by the government. Because we are people who are built for success. Don't let nobody tell you you're not built for success, because you are.
But you know what? It's just, it has become very difficult for people, especially now that we are realizing that people are coming in from other countries and they're being set up for life. You can get a business.
Yeah, that's a hurtful thing right there.
You can get a business over here in this neighborhood. We're going to give you money to start this business. Here, you can live over here for free, and then we were born here and we are, our people are struggling. Our people are on the streets homeless, but there are empty warehouses.
And they sending trillions of dollars over there to a war that we don't have nothing to do with. Like that war, that don't have nothing to do with us. Trillions of dollars, but we got people sleeping on our streets that problem can be fixed with maybe $1 billion or something. Couple of billion maybe even.
Yeah. I mean, that was just always the idea, but I mean, I guess it falls back into the realm of be the change that we need, right?
See, the thing is, we so divided that when you talk to people, they want to try to push their beliefs on you. I don't try to push my beliefs on them. This is a platform, right? It's open for everybody to come and share their beliefs, man, as long as they being for real. But when you start, oh, you stupid, you did this, you voted, you can't do that. Not here.
I called you stupid.
Somebody called me stupid. Really? Because I didn't go into detail until I like, you know what? Yeah, I did vote. And I told them who I voted for.
Oh.
So now it's like, now they shut up. Yeah. Why would you vote for them? Why would you do this? Why would you do? Man, because it's my prerogative.
I just feel like people that have kids and people that don't have
are going to see things differently.
You're going to see things differently, and it's like we live on two different planets because they just wake up, only have to take care of themselves. When they
and even if they got kids, let's rephrase it. Even if they got kids, but their kids don't live with them and they don't really know what's going on in their kids' life, That's also a factor.
And
because,
the elementary schools. If you don't have elementary school kids, then you don't understand how serious
this struggle is, this battle.
It is. And, you know, I've mentioned it over and over and over about, you know, what's going on in the elementary schools. And that is where they are. You know, a lot of people say, oh man, the foundation, you got to teach your kids at home. You can teach your kids at home. You can do that. Yes, you are going to do that. But if you send them to public schools, they are going to learn everything, you know, every holiday. They're going to learn about everything that you don't have any control
of teaching. They're going to learn about their history. Yeah. And to piggyback on what you're saying, you are forced to have conversations with your kids earlier than you want to because of the school. If you don't have a conversation with them, by the time you already had a conversation with them, they looking at you like you're wrong. Like, no, school said, no, school is teaching you that it's okay to have two daddies. So, no.
Y'all, these kids are stressing out. They're stressing because their little friends are stressing and coming and having conversations with them. And remember back in the day when the counselors really used to be counselors?
Yeah.
Like you could really go talk to them about what's going on. Nowadays, the elementary kids are talking to the other kids about what's going on in their households, and it's like,
and they teaching them cuss words.
Worse than that.
Yeah. I'm being mild, but you know, it goes back to not having pride. It goes back to who has pride and who does not have pride, right?
Is that what it goes back to?
Yes, because think about it. As the family we are, right?
Okay.
We may have pride, but we don't show it like the LGBT, the Alphabet Mafia.
Who? I do.
The Alphabet Mafia, they parade down the streets. Everything they ask Congress for, they get down there. You know what I'm saying?
Because
they're in high places. They're in high places. I understand that. But they get everything.
Let me talk. They're on YouTube. They got their own channel. They got their own networks now. Exactly. That is why, because they have certain people in certain places, like you said.
The pride, and they didn't meet any opposition. They just knocked it. Once they got started, it was like a snowball effect. Everything they wanted, they got. And not to mention, this is the part that really gets me. My goodness, man. Everything, anytime that they could be fucking up so bad, right?
What are you talking about?
Those people, they could be fucking up so bad anywhere. The Alphabet Mafia. You know, some people are cool. Some people are cool in the community. I mean, I'll say that, so I don't want anybody to think that I'm bashing. But it's when somebody know they doing something wrong, knowing they doing something fucked up, and then when it go wrong, oh, it's because I'm gay. It's because I'm gay, right? That's the first thing they holler. They always holler because they gay. And it's like, yo, man, you was fucking up. Like, really bad. How's that because you're gay? You should have been fired like 12 months ago, bruh. But because you're gay, we allowed you to stay because we knew you was going to holler because you was gay. You know? That type of shit. Whereas, like, Bill and them, they straight, they kicking it. They get fired on offense number 3. And it was not even that serious, right? So there are different variables to the situation here, because everybody knows that the homosexual community is gonna be hollering it's because I'm gay, I'm discriminated against, or like let's say one of the transgender men attacks a woman, right? The police are not gonna be, for whatever reason, they're gonna look at it like two women fighting, but the woman's boyfriend ain't gonna look like that. It's gonna be like a man jumped on my woman, I'm gonna beat his ass. So now the man gets involved as the head of the household, right? Now you want to lock him up for domestic violence and assault and battery and a hate crime. It don't work like that. That's a double-edged sword that we dealing with out here every day. It's a double-edged sword. You guys want equality, we want equality. Make this shit make sense. Make it right.
I mean, I feel like dealing with that community sometimes is like a book with blank pages. You kind of make it up as you go. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, because you're right. In that situation, a man fighting a man who says that he's a woman will get a DV charge.
It'll get you set up the river for domestic violence, even though he just beat the shit out of your woman.
And a hate crime, you're right.
Even though he just beat the shit out of your woman, right? Because they were out here squaring up. He thought something mentally is wrong with those people. those guys that dress and act like women, something's wrong with them. Now, and that's what I have a problem with. I have problems with those people. I don't have a problem with gay men. I don't have a problem with gay women. I just got a problem with women that dress like men and try to act like a man. They grabbing their crotch like they got something to grab. You know what I'm saying?
My thing with you is you definitely have the right to have your own opinion about people, but if nobody's doing anything directly to you, then I don't think
it's all being done directly to me. That's the problem. Like, I got kids, right? Anytime you attack my kids with your beliefs, it's an attack on me. It's an attack on me. So therefore, I am being directly affected because you have to deal with it. I have to deal with it when my kids are mentally fucked up, coming. Why didn't you not like what's going on? And then why are you trying to do certain shit that you know you shouldn't be doing? You know, that type of shit. So yeah, I am directly affected. That's when the problems with me started.
But do you understand that, like, you can't just be like, oh, I have a problem with these type of people?
I do.
Okay, but
that's my opinion. That's what you thought, man.
I understand that, but if you have a direct situation,
but that's not like I'm actively seeking these people. I'm just letting it be known that, hey.
I'm just saying, if something happened to you, then that's something that you need to talk about. You know what I mean? As far as like a trans situation, but if
nothing happened to me with the trans except for it happened through my kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
not
and
to me.
You know they have drag
but that
queens.
Is to me. That is to me. When
they have drag queens that will go to the schools and stuff and read books.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
That's why I said a lot of people don't. If you don't have,
and the schools are paying them to do it.
Yeah, if you don't have elementary.
So what you talking about? Wasteful spending? That is wasteful spending.
I'm just saying, if y'all don't have kids that are in elementary school, you don't even really know what's going on. Like, there are legit drag queens that are going to the schools and reading these books so kids can understand, hey, some people are different. Some people have different type of households, and they're full drag. And this is why I'm saying that we need to start paying attention to what is being taught to our kids in school. These people they're just visiting the school. Mother Goose could tell the story. Teddy Ruxpin can tell the story. But when you start factoring in people who your children have not been, that they don't know anything about yet, because you haven't had this conversation, but then your kids come home and tell you about how a drag queen or how a man with a beard, but he had on lipstick and makeup, and he had a dress on.
And he had boobs.
Read a book to him about different types of families. Then it affects you directly, you know. I'm just saying.
That's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah, but you know, you can't be angry.
Then your kids got all these different questions about things like that. It's like, yo, man, listen, you're a young prince or you're a young princess. You gotta tell these kids. You gotta love your kids, man. And fathers, do your best to stay in your kids' lives, man. That's what I'm getting at.
You gotta tell them about the birds and the bees as soon as they come out the womb.
Damn near. As soon as they able to understand what's going on, yeah.
Because if you don't, by the time they get to school, they gonna hear it.
They gonna come and tell you about the hornets and the butterflies. Something new, birds and the hornets or some shit.
My son, he was talking to me about his little friend that he met at school. You know, he had nail polish. His question was, why do you wear nail polish? My daddy said it's okay to put nail polish on.
He had 2 daddies.
No, actually, he has a daddy and a mama.
He has some weird people in his family.
It's just, you know, and then you have to explain that to your kids.
It's not okay.
It's just a lot, you know. So I just.
But what can we do to restore the pride to our people? Like,
figure out what the curriculum is and who's approving it. I said this 100 times. Well, like, who's approving
Washington? All that shit come out of Washington D.C., right? So
tell me about it though, because I'm curious. I want to know.
Okay, Washington D.C. has the Federal Board of Education, right?
Okay.
Which Donald Trump is now vowing to dismantle and give the states back the power to teach the kids. Because you always wonder, how is it the schools get so many hundreds of millions of dollars in grants every year, but yet we always have to furnish our children school supplies?
Every single time.
And when I grew up,
Every year.
The school supplies, we had our own school supplies that were given to us by the school. Or we took school supplies to school, we got to keep them.
We had a store.
And you would get credits at school because they have the money. But see, what the schools are doing, they're taking the grants and building college like high schools that are only open for like maybe a couple of years at best, and that's wasteful spending.
And then closing it.
Yeah, and this is an empty ass building right there. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by wasteful spending. You know, we can do something about it, but it's gonna take everybody. And I don't mean one race of people. I mean blacks, whites, Hispanics, like everybody. Even a couple of those LGBT people, you know, but they gotta be understood that family value is family value. You know, you got gay pride, we got our straight pride. That's what's missing in the world. They don't see us really parading around the streets talking about straight pride, straight pride. Nobody does that. But you see the the alphabet mafia, whatever. They parading around hollering gay pride, and you know they wearing their little rainbow pennants, trying to look like guys cutting their hair off and this, that, and the third.
But you know what? A lot of people in that community, they're.
But I was also going with the white power people too. They walk through the streets, they march hollering white power, white pride.
I mean, you can be proud of your community.
You don't see people walking through the streets talking about black power, black pride.
I mean, and then when you do,
then we're terrorists.
They get upset. They really do.
Yeah.
They're like, the nerve of you guys being proud.
Yeah.
After
So
your ancestors
people are afraid of
have
upsetting the masses, huh?
all the things that they've gone through.
That's sad. That's really sad. The masses is gonna be upset because if I have it my way, we gonna shout that shit from the rooftops. But it's straight pride, not black pride with me. It's gonna be straight pride because I'm proud to be a man. I'm not black.
I'm proud to be my color. When I came
I am
here
the
from
color that
Arkansas,
I
I went straight to a all Caucasian school, all Caucasian class.
How many times you call a nigga?
So many times. And I had this long black hair, and they were like, that's sweet. Oh my God. But you know what? I have always been proud of my skin color. I have always loved myself because I ain't have no choice but to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have always loved me. And then there's always people, even like within family, you know, they be like, oh, you dark and da 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 da. I've always loved me. Always, no matter what anybody said, I have always loved me.
I've always loved you too.
You're so silly. But I'm just saying, like, you know, back in the day, they did have, I mean, it started there where it wasn't just black and white, and then they taught us light skin, dark skin. Like,
it's the Willie Lynch syndrome, man. They be on that.
Yeah,
Something's
and
up,
people are
you know?
like, oh, such and such is so pretty. And it's like, is such and such so pretty? Or do you think such and such so pretty?
Skin
because they
color.
light skin?
Yeah, it's always skin tone.
Yeah.
Because usually when somebody explains, like, oh, she light skinned, got
She's
long
so pretty,
hair.
yeah.
Man, she fine, she red bone.
Yeah. But you know what I feel
Or
like
she
that's
chocolate.
back in the 60s.
Yeah, now it's like she chocolate, big booty, thick, you know.
Yeah, I think it's the people that are in their 60s and 70s, they experience that. So now that's how they believe. They believe that, oh, because this person is light skinned, then they're prettier than the dark skinned person. That's not even on. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Or people would say, oh, you're so pretty for a dark skinned girl.
I see people watching the show, man. Y'all ain't saying nothing though. When I see y'all,
You
feel
are
free to say something.
like.
I'm sorry, you ain't got no like that.
You put it there.
I see y'all over there. I mean, make yourself known. Say something. You know, I'm looking at the counts up here. I see y'all on watching. Feel free to join in.
Trying to stress people out, make people join and start talking. They probably like,
We love everybody, man. So don't pay no attention to the shit I say because those are my opinions and mine's only.
And a lot of times Larry is wrong, okay?
Always right. Always right.
Very wrong. Anyway, so tell us about an experience that you had.
What you mean?
Just tell us about an experience that you had with colorism.
I've never had it.
Really?
Yeah.
You lying.
Never had it.
Did you have a Jerry curl when you were young?
I sure did.
Oh, that's why you had it. Was that Soul Glow time?
Oh yeah, I was smooth.
You was smooth?
Yeah.
Did you wear a mesh shirt?
Nah, that was my cousin that wore a mesh shirt.
I saw it. The real one.
Yeah, he was smooth. He had a Jerry curl with the mesh shirt on. I think I got a picture of it. Next time I'll show a picture.
Man, you know what? Now, one thing, let's talk about some things that bring us together. Because we talk about things that divide us all the time in our community.
There's so many things that divide us and so few things that bring us together.
So the things that, one thing that I feel like brings us together
Christmas in Vegas
is music.
Music, yeah. Music.
What do you think?
Music's good.
I'm saying that's my opinion. I'm asking
food.
you. Food, good food.
I need to stay away from the table. I'm looking at me on the camera and I'm just like, ooh.
Okay, so good food is what you think?
Yeah, good food, good conversation.
Long as
maturity.
It's not politics.
Maturity, yeah, politics will tear you apart. Mature, grown up conversation. You know what I'm saying? Karaoke.
Karaoke.
It's
yes.
still music. That falls under music.
It does follow. Bowling.
Yeah, but people get mad when they get whooped on. So.
No, I'm saying that's something that brings people together.
It also tear you apart once you get to
No.
whooping on somebody.
You think so?
Dominoes definitely brings everybody together.
Yeah. Uno.
Yeah, family time, you know?
Yeah.
These are things we should
there
try.
are things that bring people together, you know, but everybody's so focused on what rips us apart.
That's horrible.
Anyway, so.
Remember, the key to success is to make friends, not enemies.
Well, you're going to make a lot of enemies.
You're going to make enemies anyway along the way, but I'm also going to make a lot of friends too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people feel the way I feel. Like, it's not a hate thing. We're not hating nobody. I don't hate nobody. I think that's the feeling. Shit. Oh my God. We better hear this show right now.
Go ahead.
No. How much time we got left? What time is it? What time is it?
11.
Oh, well. What time is it start the show?
Come on now.
Alright. Do you got something you want to share with us?
No, I have absolutely nothing that I want to
Are you going to
share.
sing a song for us tonight?
Is that what you waiting on?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not singing tonight.
You're not singing tonight?
No.
You were my musical guest.
I ain't got no musical guests. It's 11 o'clock at night. Run
What that
this
mean?
back next week.
Anyway, guys.
And be on time.
Hey, I got off from work late. Hey, we're not going to have this conversation on the camera because I'm going to end up beating you up on camera and then what?
We just sick of you being
on
late.
camera.
That's all.
Listen, everybody. Hey, so that's our show for tonight. So Phoenix is not going to sing for us tonight. We'll probably try to get her to sing next week.
Y'all, I'm working on a lot of music right now. I really am. I'm working on a lot of different music. And so, listen, if I'm unavailable, y'all just text me. Y'all call me. You know my phone number. So, that's why I am in my own world right now, because I'm working on my music.
Yeah, I'm just giving her a hard time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the show. We are going to start doing some things differently in this world. Yo, check out the stage. We got a stage play coming next year too, as well as a movie. I'm gonna be premiering my new stage play next year. I don't have a date set yet, but it's called Not Without My Wife. New stage play coming soon. It's gonna kick off here at the Arlington Music Hall.
Yeah.
So yeah, check us out.
Now before that, when we finish up the music, we're gonna do like a
CD release party. Yeah.
CD.
Well, I'm old school. What is it called? A song release party. Whatever, album release. We'll still call it album.
We'll do like a listening or whatever. I think we'll put it together and just have everybody come and listen to the music. And
that sounds great. Cause you got some good stuff, man. I'm a fan.
I've been working hard, so I definitely want everybody to be able to hear it. But Larry has been having me in the studio a lot.
Joe Mother Jackson.
A lot lately. But I like it though. Like I said, music brings people together. So I want to make some good music that makes people happy.
Good old soul music. Yeah.
That's what I've been working on.
Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good music. So everybody tune in next week. We're gonna try to be on time on our regular night.
And keep that energy.
Yeah. Listen, real quick, y'all. When you see this show, drop in the comments. Would y'all rather see us on Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday night? Let me know, because we can move the show to any one of the nights. And let me know the most convenient time from 7 to 10.
Remember, we're live, So at the
Because
end
we're
of the
always
day,
live.
you
Yeah.
go to King Legend Entertainment Group, you go to live, and you'll see all our videos there. Like, we've probably been doing this for almost 2 years now, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of videos. Some of the videos we sit here, we do a whole show. Do you hear me? And Larry does not have the camera on. So the whole show is just not even on there. Like, wait, I just want y'all to know.
Anyway, that's our show, guys. We'll be here next week. Tune in next week. Hopefully, Phoenix will feel compelled to give us a song. I mean, I'll pay you.
So my music is on Apple Music, and it's on YouTube. If you just type in my names, you can just type in Kashonda, Cashunda,
And then put crime after it.
I got a song called Crime. I have a song called Choose. Those are already out right now.
Yeah, they're not part of the new collection, but they are good. So, yeah, go check it out, y'all. Check her out. She's dope.
I love y'all, and I definitely appreciate y'all for watching and supporting us. If y'all have questions, please feel free to drop your questions. You have comments, drop your comments. We'll come back and check it out, see what you got to say. We'll converse with you. Yeah?
Yeah, I was like, I got fasted on. All right, guys, have a good